Skirmish. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live with day 2 of the Secret Skirmish.
7 eliminations gets you 3 points, 5 to 6 gets you 2 points, and then 3 to 4 elimination grants you 1 point. We'll be keeping tabs on that one, but there's also placement, which is always king in these types of games.
Without a doubt, in this solo format, 4 to 10th is going to be worth 1, and just inching your way up to that victory royale. Here, hopping over to the solo prizing. This is the biggest prize pool of the week, right? As far as the last few events go, it's larger than the duo portion yesterday. First place, 60,000 in prizes, and only top 20 make a payout this time around.
To game number 1. Monster, I'm excited, man. I know we had to do all the coverage at the beginning of the day, but I just want to jump into the action, brother.
Now that that's out the way, guys, we're going into game 1 of the solo competition here at the Secret Skirmish. The battle bus is launched, guys. Match 1, Golden Boy.
There's activity, or actually, I stand corrected because it was Slobbings. I just assumed it was a tilted, but it's actually going to be Slobbings here in the low ground against grenades. Wow, just beamed him there with that blue pump. Goodbye. Now Aiden is going to be in a battle against Slobbings, and Slobbings is so low. This is a battle between 2 tilted legends, and that is going to be the elimination, and Aiden will win that one out. He's just got to get through quickly enough. He's getting also shot, third-partied as well, Monster.
He's going to go for it. Oh! Roat lands the long shot there, 139 meters away. That's going to be Roat's 4th elimination. If I'm not mistaken, that is
number 4.
Huge.
Boy, this has been intense. I love it. I love it. You could feel the tension in the room. Whereas like yesterday, I think a lot of players were really like, you know, there was a lot of the randomization kind of created a little bit of that fun atmosphere. There was still some money on the line, but this is $400,000, $60,000 for that first place prize. Game number 1, you really want to set that tone early on here.
Yeah, Golden, the stakes are so much higher this time around. Here's Lyrison looking for the rotation here. He does not want anything to do. I like what he's doing here. He's minimizing, you know, usage of materials, just kind of going with a risky, free rotation through the center here. Sidekick so close by, but you know, he just doesn't quite glance in his direction. He's trying to get that center map for free right here. This is huge.
There are going to be 2 players inside of the lodge. And Lyrison hears this. Got the FPS. Another one right below. And he's just going to try and set up a little tower of defense here. Just keep himself going. CPK Flame will be low on HP. You see him just drifting away there. He has high shields, or full shields, I should say. So because of that, should be all right. Hopefully he gets a med kit or campfire. There's certainly a few around here that he could use to his benefit.
Oh, he's on top of Morg, actually. Morg and Ghoul here. And Lonely Lodge, 72 hours, not far behind. We have so many good players looking to compile right on top of one another.
I'm really liking this. And I just like, too, that Lyrison slowed things down, right? No need to get insane. You just want to wait to see where that next circle is going to go. You have a minute left, so you gotta create that tension there. And the Siren.
Yeah, we talked about Blind earlier, kind of just making a comeback here. Blind doing good so far. Siren, 200 damage dealt.
That's right. Did manage to pick up a point as well.
3 eliminations. Must have been some early game ones.
Pretty nice for Siren. Germ on the free rotation. He's going to go for the shots there. And
he's not going to land anything. He's just going to chill out to the next zone.
Yeah, put the fear in him there, right?
Looks like there's a big old fight happening in retail right now. You can kind of see it off in the distance. Hopping over to retail, Roat, Snood, Frosty, Trigger.
Roat's at 5 eliminations now. He's having a big game. I would like to keep more eyes on him if he continues to go like this, because if that's the case, Roat could be going in the end game looking pretty.
He's knocking on big bonus territory here, guys. Hopping over to Roat, putting shots on Jo now, and Pate, who's right in front of him.
He's getting tagged up, going to be dropped down to 23 shields and needs to disengage from that. Because of the fact that sync bomb, it kind of creates that cloud. It creates that cloud of smoke that's going to force the players to have to just drop back. You don't want to stay inside of there. Obviously, it's a sync bomb.
Yeah, fun fact, Roat actually handled Aiden and Slobbings in this game so far. These controller warriors are getting taken out. Roat. All right, now he's looking to take on Triggy. There's only about 5 controller players here. If he takes out all of them out in one game, what a legend. What a legend.
Right in front of him is going to be Triggy.
This is a big battle for Roat. Shiggy wants no part of it.
Jumps on out of there. That storm's coming in, so
That's right.
wise enough to just get out. Roat's going to use it as well. Get into that safe zone. Shots are coming in. You see that activity happen.
Paytech.
That is very ambitious. Paytech was right above him there, and he does get control of that wall. And he's going to go for it. I like the aggression that we're seeing here out of Roat. Paytech goes in for the shot.
Ooh, it's a standoff. Who's going to make the edit?
This is risky here, man. Roat, he's just turtling up, just waiting. He's waiting for that moment to push out so he can get more control. Get control of the walls that are going to be around there, but he gets tagged up, and Roat's going to go down by Paytech. That is unfortunate for him, but 5 eliminations in game 1. That's huge.
He let his guard down for 1 second, and Pate took control of the ceiling, made the quick edit, and dropped him right there. And that was all really to blame. That rocket that came in threw him off for a second there. That's the first elimination for Pate here, putting him in a good situation now health-wise. He's got so much heals, extra launch pad.
Yeah, it's been a good game so far. Very intense game in game 1, and there were a lot of moments that we did not catch. Luckily for us, we got Sundown standing by over at the analyst corner. Sundown, what you got?
Thank you so much, Golden Boy. We're going to hop right on in. J-Truth, you saw him yesterday with Wipo pushing McDongle, but McDongle's going to make him pay despite being down HP. Close quarter combat, great 95 shots, stays with it, making sure it's tracking on top of it. Next, we're going to jump on over to Persecute with a cheeky little bloom play here. Look how he goes up from the low ground, comes right around it, makes sure he uses the Stormwing for cover, and pushes right in. 95 damage. Pobsy had no chance there. We're going to jump on over now to Aiden. Now, I want to stress here his patience. He could have taken the shot a number of times, but he wants to make sure he hit it. Waits, knows that player is looking for a shot, and there it is. The second the player paused, Aiden was there to capitalize. Veteran move from him. Now, speaking of veteran move, check Sean's awareness. Base Soldier sitting on the 50 field, but Sean is going to use the Stinks. And Base Soldier, that one smells. You might want to get away from it. Stinks bypass shield. Great Elim heads-up play. Golden Boy, you were talking about it. He was on 5 Elims. Let's see how he got those 2 pets. Roat from the winner royales, someone we haven't seen before. Look at that shot, so precise on Slobbings, and he's not done yet. The tracking again. We saw Aiden earlier. He's going to get a piece of his own action. Roat picking it up there for the 4th Elim. He was able to get 5, 2 points early for him. That's solid for game 1, Golden Boy.
Yeah, indeed it is, man. Thank you so much, Sundown, for that. Also, just an update on where we are standings-wise. You got Roat, who has 2 points, those 5 eliminations. He's out of the game, but the only players that have points right now is Desiren and Aspect. They have 3 eliminations each. We have a lot of players, though, that are on the cusp of being able to pick up a few Elims, and I'm going to make sure I keep track of this as it builds on. There have been some great moments this game thus far, and Roat has to be happy with that performance in game number 1. But look at the congestion here of this Storm monster. So many players, 49, all fitting into this tight spot.
We haven't seen this many players alive in a while. That's what happens when you get the solo competition. It's only, you and your decision making. You are going to be super passive. I can't tell you or can't stress how many, Q&As we had with these players and said, what's your game plan? Play for endgame. So many of these guys want to make it to the endgame for that victory royale.
And when you think about this first moving circle and how the players, you're hoping that you're at the edge and that 50% of that circle is on your side. Fortunately for them, for guys like Aspect, for example, that are going to be all the way on the outside, they need to make that rotation, but a player's going to go right for the attack, and it's Fulmer. And Aspect's going to regroup here for the time being. Aspect does have a point.
I love the catches Sean trying to use the cone trick, sitting in the cone to catch Bizzle off guard, but now Sean's gonna get punished for that. And it's time to get on out of here, start making your way to this next zone. Love what he does here. He puts down pressure and then rotates. So there's no way Sean's gonna counterfire. Bizzle's obviously, distracted at this moment. This is game sense from Aspect here. He's going to make this zone rotation. I believe in it.
Bizzle was one of the players that we said were the favorites, someone to look out for in game number 1, and heck, maybe in the entirety of the solos competition. Aspect, though, getting tagged up on the left side, 54 shields left for him. Needs to just wait it out a second here, catch any of the potential stragglers. Has a little bit of time to work with. Paytech, we saw a little while ago, picked up an elimination of his own. And Aspect, oh man, look at that. He's just going to use that launch pad, and that's going to allow him to just go right back into the safe zone. But he's got to pick a good spot here. He needs to be careful.
Yeah, Aspect was almost victim of the early rotation, you know, where you kind of waste your materials, but his patience kind of plays off there, holding ground, catches that launch pad to get to the next zone, and the congestion is real now. There are over 30 players alive left in this first move in zone, and it's only going to start dropping now as the shots start raining in on players that are looking to make position here. Armand gets hit.
Yeah, and Armand, he's just going to have to back away from that one. Eats a shot there from that purple pump. Oh, boy, when you...
Dude, Aspect's on a hunt here.
Yeah, I mean, when you see how Aspect's playing, he's on the prowl. Man, it's on a mission.
That's another big heavy sniper shot there. The heavy sniper can break any wall in this game, and if you catch a player off guard with it, you're going to punish him. He almost took control of that wall there. Look, he's on the rotate again. He is on it here.
Trying to go after number 4. It's cool. Using that campfire, trying to regain health. And that campfire is also going to inform Aspect that he should be low. He's going to try and like put the pressure on him, but ends up getting that counter pressure. So now Aspect just has to get away from there. He does have a med kit, but he doesn't have any minis. He has nothing to give him the shields, and he's at 19 HP. Just needs to slow it down here, heal up, and wait this one out. But look at the carnage as it continues to ensue here. 29 players left as we go into our next circle. That's going to be northern of where they are currently. Over to Vinny. This was our underdog. He's got 2 eliminations.
Shot for Triggy right there. He lands his first elim. Vinny's on the pressure here, Golden.
Oh, and Vinny, he's ate those shots. He's at 21 HP, but he does have minis.
There's no mats.
He has no mats to work with. He needs to get something. He needs an elimination here and then go and collect the resources from the player that drops. But all these players are nowhere around him. Vinny is in a real tough spot here.
He absolutely has to connect.
Finds one in front of him. That's a huge one on the Frosty. That gives him a point, but Zextro's there on the cleanup.
Aspect somehow finds 2 more with a no health rotation. One of the gutsiest rotations we've seen. He's prioritized positioning. Clearly the positioning paid off. Here he's sitting at 5 big eliminations. 20 players remain. No one's gotten a point for placement yet.
34 seconds until the storm starts moving again. Aspect has been a beast this game.
He is contesting the high ground.
Also, just want to give you an update as far as players concerned and where they are with eliminations. Armand has 5 eliminations. Tyler's picked up 3. Saf has 2, but Tyler is going to be out of the action. And here's
Aspect
Armand.
is moving so fluid right here. Armand on 5 eliminations. Any one of these guys can trigger a big bonus.
Good waterfall there. He's just going to disengage. Does have to eat some damage.
There's no heals, though.
He's hoping that someone gets a little overzealous and pushes him here, and then he can get that buyback on the HP. We're now down to 11 players.
1 more elimination for Aspect, and he's going to be able to trigger big bonus. He does have the lead on the zone here.
72 hours with the ultimate high ground up above.
And he can recycle as well.
Oh, Legendian, he was eating shots there as well. Legendian backs away, so Armand, Aspect on the screen to your right, but you see the overhead action as it continues to unfold. Legendian's going to be out. Sofa's going to be out too. Armand picks up the elimination. That's going to be number 6 for Armand.
There it is, our 2 players that need that big bonus on the next elim here.
Aspect is so intense because they're just scouting around. They're looking. They're waiting. And the fact that Armand still managed to stay in this one despite having no shields, that is massive. That is massive from 72 hours. Also, I need to highlight this, still continuing to roam that high ground. Aspect low on HP. Saf's going to be out. Aspect's going to be out of here. Now we're just down to the top 4. You got 72 hours. You got Armand. Can Armand be the player to come out on top? Player in front of him. He's going to be able to nail Ghoul with the shots there with that heavy AR. And it's going to be a 1v1 now.
Can he land his shot? He's looking to take him off this high ground here.
Oh!
And he doesn't. It's 72 hours who falls down and connects with the big shot. Only 2 eliminations for 72, but it's a huge victory because that was worth 3 big points. 72 hours was one of our X factors coming into this. He is a consistent player. For him to get it on first game,